Hello, card collectors! If you're a set collector like I am, you probably put most of your complete sets in binders to make viewing easier. Often, I like to go back and challenge myself by guessing which card on each page has the highest book value. Can you guess the right card? The book values shown today come from Beckett.com in November 2020 and are for the cards in the 1979 Topps baseball set in near mint condition. Page 27 has Steve Rogers, Jim Dwyer, Billy Smith, Baylor Moore, Willie Horton, Rick Reuschel, a checklist, Pablo Torrealba, and Buck Martinez. Who has the highest book value? Well, it's Rick Reuschel and the checklist at 75 cents. Page 28, we have a Pirates team card, Jeff Burroughs, Darrell Jackson, Tucker Ashford, Pete Lecoq, Paul Thurmansgaard, Willie Randolph, Jack Morris, and Bob Stinson. Who's the highest? At $2.50, Hall of Famer Jack Morris. On page 29, we have Rick Wise, Luis Gomez, Tommy John, Mike Sadek, Adrian Devine, Mike Phillips, a Sparky Anderson-led Reds team card, Richie Zisk, and Mario Guerrero. Who's the highest? At $1.50, we have a tie between Tommy John and the Reds team card. On page 30, we have Nelson Briles, Oscar Gamble, Don Robinson, Don Money, Jim Willoughby, Joe Rudi, Julio Gonzalez, Woody Fryman, and Butch Hobson. This is a tough one. At 75 cents, we have a three-way tie between Oscar Gamble, Joe Rudi, and Butch Hobson. On page 31, we have Raleigh Eastwick, Tim Corcoran, Jerry Terrell, Willie Norwood, Junior Moore, Jim Colburn, Tom Grieve, Andy Messersmith, and Jerry Grote. And at 75 cents, we have a tie between future general manager Tom Grieve and Andy Messersmith. On page 32, we have Andre Thornton, Vic Coral, Blue Jays team card, Ken Kravik, Johnny LeMaster, Bobby Bonds, Duffy Dyer, Andres Mora, and Milt Wilcox. And at $1.50, it's Bobby Bonds. And on page 33, we have Jose Cruz, Davey Lopes, Tom Griffin, Don Reynolds, Jerry Garvin, Pepe Frias, Mitchell Page, Preston Hanna, and Ted Sizemore. Now this one surprised me. It's Jose Cruz at $1.50. Page 34, we have Rich Gale, Steve Ontiveros, Rod Carew, Tom Hume, a Bobby Cox-led Braves team card, Larry Sorensen, Steve Swisher, Willie Montañez, and Floyd Bannister. And at $3, it's Hall of Famer Rod Carew. On page 35, we have Larvell Blanks, Bert Blyleven, Ralph Garr, Thurman Munson, Gary Lavelle, Bob Robertson, Dyer Miller, Larry Harlow, and John Matlack. And at $3, it's Thurman Munson's last card. And on page 36, we have Milt May, Jose Cardenal, Bob Welch rookie card, Wayne Garrett, Carl Yastrzemski, Gaylord Perry, Danny Goodwin, Lynn McLaughlin, and Mike Tyson. And coming in at $5, it's Carl Yastrzemski. And on page 37, we have Cecil Cooper, Pedro Borbon, Art Howe, A's team card, Joe Coleman, George Brett, Mickey Mailer, Gary Alexander, and Chet Lemon. And at $10, it's Hall of Famer George Brett. On page 38, we have Craig Swan, Chris Chambliss, Bobby Thompson, John Montague, Vic Harris, Ron Jackson, Jim Palmer, Willie Upshaw, and Dave Roberts. And at $2.50, it's Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. Page 39, we have Ed Glynn, Jerry Royster, Tug McGraw, Bill Buckner, Doug Rao, Andre Dawson, Jim Wright, Gary Templeton, and Wayne Nordhagen. And at $3, it's Hall of Famer Andre Dawson. On page 40, we see Steve Renko, a checklist, Bill Bonham, Lee Mazzilli, a Giants team card, Jerry Augustine, Alan Trammell, Dan Spillner, and Amos Otis. And at $3, it's Hall of Famer Alan Trammell. On page 41, we see Tom Dixon, Mike Cubbage, Craig Scott, Gene Richards, Sparky Lyle, Juan Bernhard, Dave Skaggs, Don Asse, and Bump Wills. And at $3, it's Bump Wills. Now you're probably asking yourself, why Bump Wills? Why $3? Well, the answer is this card is the set's lone error card that was later on corrected. As you can see here, he didn't play for the Blue Jays, he played for the Rangers. The Rangers card, instead of being worth $3, is worth $2. Page 42, we have Dave Kingman, Jeff Hawley, Lamar Johnson, Lance Rosshound, Ed Herman, Bill Campbell, Gorman Thomas, Paul Moskow, and Rog Picciolo. And at $1.50, it's Dave King Kong Kingman. And what I like about this page is that it features Dave Kingman and Gorman Thomas, who would lead the American League and National League in home runs and be featured in the Home Run Leaders card in the 1980 set. Page 43, we have Dale Murray, John Mayberry, the Astros team card, Jerry Martin, Phil Gardner, Tommy Boggs, Dan Ford, Francisco Barrios, and Gary Thompson. At $1.50, it's the Astros team card. On page 44, we have Jack Billingham, Joe Zadeb, Rollie Fingers, Al Oliver, Doug Alt, Scott McGregor, Randy Stein, Dave Cash, and Bill Plummer. And at $2.50, it's Hall of Famer Rollie Fingers. Page 45 shows Sergio Ferrer, Ivan De Jesus, David Clyde, Jim Rice, Ray Knight, Paul Hartzell, Tim Foley, the White Sox team card, and Butch Weiniger. At $2, it's Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Page 46 shows Joe Wallace, Pete Vukovich, Charlie Moore, Willie Wilson rookie card, Darrell Evans, all-time record holders in hits, all-time record holders in RBIs, all-time record holders in home runs, and all-time record holders in batting average. And coming in at $4, it's the all-time record holders in home runs with Roger Maris and Hank Aaron. On page 47, we have the all-time record holders in stolen bases, all-time record holders in wins, all-time record holders in strikeouts, all-time record holders in ERA, Dick Ruthven, Ken Griffey, Doug DeCinces, Rupert Jones, and Bob Montgomery. At $5, it's the all-time record holders in strikeouts featuring Nolan Ryan and Walter Johnston. Page 48 has the Angels team card, Rick Manning, Chris Spire, Andy Rapogle, Bobby Valentine, John Urea, Dave Parker, Glenn Borgman, and Dave Heaverlo. And at $1.50, it's the Angels team card. On page 49, we have Larry Bittner, Ken Clay, Gene Tennis, Hector Cruz, Rick Williams, Horace Speed, Frank White, Rusty Staub, and Lee Lacy. At $1.50, it's Rusty Staub. On page 50, we have Doyle Alexander, Bruce Bocty, Aurelio Lopez, Steve Henderson, Jim Lomborg, Manny Sanguian, Moose Haas, Bombo Rivera, and Dave Concepcion. And at $1.50, it's Dave Concepcion. On page 51, we have a Whitey Herzog-led Kansas City Royals team card, Jerry Morales, Chris Knapp, Len Randall, Bill Lee, Chuck Baker, Bruce Sutter, Jim Eschian, and Sid Mungie. At $2.50, it's Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter. On page 52, we have Graig Nettles, Jim Barr, Otto Velez, Steve Comer, Joe Nolan, Reggie Smith, Mark Little, Don Kessinger, and Stan Bonson. At $1.50, it's Graig Nettles. And for page 53, we have Lance Parrish, Gary Maddox, Joaquin Andujar, Craig Cusick, Dave Roberts, Dick Davis, Dan Dreesen, Tom Poquette, and Bob Gretsch. At $1.50, it's Lance Parrish. And that's all for part 2 of this series. Comments are always welcome. And thanks for watching.